When you make the transition from a children's psychologist or a children's psychiatric to a professional for adults, there should be a clear plan to follow. This isn't only good for the caregiver, but also for the client. Something like a manual for the transition. Some points that certainly should be in the manual, I think, are the transition date for the first contact with new caregiver together with old caregiver, together with the client, last goals the old caregiver worked on with clients, are these last goals completed, yes, no, eventual new goals they will first work about, goals they still need to work on, time the client can focus during a session, does the client has one or more confidence, will there be a confidence with the client after a conversation with the caregiver, trauma, family history. This manual would give a clear picture about the client. One thing I found very frustrated while changing from caregiver or changing from hospital was telling my story over and over again. At a certain point, it became a tape you play. All the emotions are gone, so the professional can't get a clear picture about the impact of the events. So now there could be a chapter about all the things the new caregiver should know. The opportunities are endless. A cooperation between old and new caregiver isn't a thought. It needs to be a must, I think. A cooperation not only by talking, but also by planning, visiting, and replanning. There should be contact between the caregiver without the child, but also together with the child. Maybe parents should get involved, if the child agrees. I can pose that there is a lot of work in prospect to make the perfect transition.